When measuring angles, we've been talking about measuring angles in the number of degrees. So an angle is 55 degrees. There are other units as well, but also before we get to other units, let's talk about degrees. So we've got degrees, which is the symbol, little circle like that, like a power. And then we have minutes, and that is just a single stroke. And 1 degree equals 60 minutes, just like 1 hour equals 60 minutes. And then we have seconds. And the symbol for that is a double quote. And so 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So if there are 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in a degree, then 1 degree equals 3,600, 60 times 60 seconds. So we need to be able to convert from a decimal degree to degrees, minutes, seconds, and go the other way. So if we had something like 24.18 degrees, so you've got an answer, so you've been working the sine rule, or just use one of the trig ratios and you've got an answer as 24 degrees, and the answer required you to go from decimal to degrees, minutes, seconds. Now on your calculator, you may have a DMS button, and that stands for degrees, minutes, seconds, or you may have a button that's got the degree symbol, the minute symbol, and the second symbol. So these buttons could be on your calculator. So if you type in 24.18 and then you press DMS, or if your calculator's got that one on, it will convert it to number of degrees, number of minutes, number of seconds. If you don't have that, and we would need to work through this, we know that there are 24 degrees. So we can say that 24.18 equals 24 degrees, and then it will be 0.18 times, we multiply by 60, that is the decimal of a degree, so if we multiply by 60, that will give us our answer in minutes. So that'll be 24 degrees, and when we multiply that by 60, we get 10.8, so that'll be 10.8 minutes. So there are 10 whole minutes and 0.8 of a minute. So it'll be 24 degrees. This is the whole part of the minute. And then 0.8, that is the fraction, the decimal fraction of a whole minute. Multiply that by 60, and that will be the number of seconds. And we'll get 24 degrees, 10 minutes, and 6 8 48, 48 seconds. Okay, so if your calculator's got a degrees, minutes, seconds, either that button or that button, you just put 24.18, press DMS or that button, and you'll get 24 degrees, 10 minutes, 48 seconds. If you don't want to use those buttons, we multiply the decimal part by 60 to get how many minutes, and that will be a whole number of minutes and a decimal fraction of a minute, and we just look at that, multiply by 60 to see how many seconds that is. Now we also need to be able to convert this back into a decimal. So if we've got, so we want to go DMS, degrees, minutes, seconds, back into a decimal. So we've got 24 degrees, 10 minutes, 48 seconds. It'll be 24 plus 10 divided by 60, and that will be as a decimal. We work that out as a decimal and add it onto that to find out what contribution those 10 minutes make. And then plus, now there are 3,600 of those, so 48 over 3,600. And if you add those all up, you'll get 24.18 degrees. Okay, so you just divide the minutes by 60 and the seconds by 3,600 and add the 3 up, and you get back to the decimal, the degrees in decimals. So we need to be fluent going with both ways by getting the decimal into degrees, minutes, seconds, and then we need to be able to work from degrees, minutes, seconds and get the answer back into a decimal form.